This video is brought to you by Squarespace. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. This is my face. I haven't had my face on video for a long time, but I haven't changed. I think I got like a new mole and that's about it. Today we're gonna go out and do a plein air painting and test out a new sketchbook and a new plein air pochade box thing, whatever the heck they're called. And yeah, I'm really excited to show you guys, so hopefully you like it. We are going to find a new park that we haven't been to yet. Lopi found it, so we'll see if we can find a nice space, and I'm really wanting to do more plein air paintings outside, so I'm kind of just like trying to make myself get out there and do the things. So we found this spot. That's America over there. But yeah, we're not sure because it's really bright right here, and ideally it'd be nice to be somewhere where it's less bright because like my skin, if you look at my skin when it's this bright out, you're gonna be blinded. I'm that pasty. Imagine a piece of paper that's like a couple shades lighter than that. Not good for the eyeballs. So Lopi's running around looking for somewhere to set up. I didn't make him, he offered. He always does this because he likes exploring. He's like, I'll go look for somewhere, and then he left. We're gonna see if there's anywhere better. But for now I'm just chilling, taking in this view. I would really like to set up here because this would be an amazing place to paint right here. But we'll see. Okay folks, we have moved. We are officially near the gorge in Victoria. Right over there we were walking from the parking lot and there were a bunch of mice and birds eating some seeds that were on the ground over there. It was pretty adorable. But we found this spot. We're both really tired. It's been super hot today. And yeah, we did like some hiking up and down things. He did some running. So we have driven across the city and we have found this spot. But for now, I'm gonna have some chips. Okay, so this is the cup easel and I'm trying it out for the first time. I have my Manfrotto tripod and I put the little thing on the back there, so it just kind of like clips on. So that's pretty good. I also bought an extra piece of the cup easel thing, and I actually painted this because it was initially this color, but it's very like raw, like you can get like slivers pretty easily from it, so I just covered it in paint and that's been working for me. I already got some paints ready to go, and I brought more paints with me, like watercolor, because I know a lot of people who do gouache, they'll bring like a watercolor palette and then just like white gouache, and then they'll mix it with the watercolors and kind of make it into gouache that way. So I've never really tried that. I kind of want to give it a go, but we'll see how it goes. But I love this thing because this actually like seals everything. Like I've had this in my backpack all day in like really hot weather, and then cup for water and like a little thingamajig. You can take this out, you can take this out and swap it out with other palettes. It's amazing. So far I'm a huge fan. Obviously haven't used it yet, but I'm liking it. So I brought the Pentalic sketchbook to try out. I think this is their watercolor sketchbook, and it feels like cold press to me. Not a huge fan of cold press, but we're gonna work with what we got. I brought all of my extra paints in my Nina Cosford bag. She's kind of amazing, and also sent me a sketchbook to try out. So yeah, check their stuff out. I'll put a link in the description below. But yeah, I brought my regular palette just in case. It's like my super messy gouache palette, just in case. I probably won't need it, but... And then yeah, watercolor palette, Van Gogh, easy. And then just my Holbein gouache, some paper towel. We'll see how that works. By the way, fun fact, plein air actually means outdoor or outdoors in French, I think. Plein air painting is basically just outdoor painting, but plein air sounds way cooler. So I've been hunting around the internet and art stores in Canada. I've looked in Japan. I've looked when I've gone to the States for something that is like this easel. A lot of plein air setups are oil painting based, and Cup Easel is a Canadian company, and they're actually based in Vancouver Island where I live. I didn't know that when I bought it, so that was cool to see because it's rare. I posted a few pictures of the easel on Instagram, and people seemed pretty interested in it, so I figured I might as well make a vid talking about it. When I posted the pictures, the company actually reached out to me and told me that they'll be 3 years old in August and that they're a self-funded company, and that is a bit of an obsession of theirs. They started slow, but they've been growing recently, and I'm pretty excited to see what they make in the future because, I don't know, this setup just feels like very natural to me, and that's kind of what I've been looking for. I've had other plein air setups in the past that didn't work for me, and I've actually had a bigger budget this time around. So I bought this easel for 167 USD. So that's quite a bit more in Canadian, but I have seen other easels that are more simple than this and made by much bigger companies that are charging that much or more. So I figured this was a good investment for me, and you know, it's like a write-off. It's actually in my budget now, so I was like, well, if this is gonna get me out of the house and actually like painting more, that'll be good. Because it's hard for me to record when I'm just like sitting and, you know, I have the painting on my lap and everything. It's just more difficult. So I feel like this was good for me. And if this isn't in your budget, I recommend Googling James Gurney plein air setup. I'll put a couple of links in the description below though, so you can check those out. If you haven't seen James Gurney's videos on YouTube yet, you are missing out. The man is absolutely incredible. He's very sweet, he's super skilled, and just ultra crafty. He does a lot of plein air paintings that are breathtaking, and he has a blog that is full of great resources that talk about plein air painting. And like, I mean everything about plein air painting, like including like all the awkward circumstances that arise when he's like painting outside with people just like approaching him and doing weird things. Like he has a blog talking about like how to talk to people when they bring up questions or talk to you when you're painting outside. But the reason I bring him up is that he actually built his own easel, and his is it's kind of fancy, but it's also something that anybody could make if they had a little bit of know-how. He has his own Facebook page actually that is just about people making their own easels. So you might be able to find something in there that could be helpful to you if you want to like make something that's similar to this, but like more DIY, and you can still paint it your own color and all that. But yeah, if you just have like the very, very, very basic carpentry skills and the right hardware, you can make one. And you know, like a couple of clamps. Even if you don't have like a garage with the tools, a lot of like cities and stuff will have places where you can rent a shop and tools that are kind of like a community-based thing. And not only that, but you can actually you could find somebody who has the know-how. But I'd like to mention that I've gone decades without one of these, so you can always make do without one till you save up enough money. Whenever I go out on little art excursions with my group of art friends here in Victoria, they don't bring anything like this. We just go and we paint on our laps. I mentioned later in the video that the little cup leaked on my sketchbook, but I think it's because there was water around the outer rim of the cup when I closed it, so I just want to bring that up now. I also think I'm going to paint the tray below as well. What color do you guys think I should paint it? Because I have been at a loss. I've been thinking about maybe like a peach color, but I'm not sure. I don't know if I like want to stand out a whole lot. Like I almost painted the easel itself pink, and then I was like, I don't know. I kind of want to blend in a little bit more, so I painted it kind of like a faded mint color that almost looks white sometimes. I want to do more of these videos in the future. If you enjoy them, Let me know, leave a like so I know if you guys are actually interested in these. I'm going to invest in a camera stabilizer because my medication makes me super shaky. I was trying to thread a needle the other day and it was actually dangerous. And you might notice the video quality changes because my camera battery died, so I used mine and Lopi's phones for time lapses afterwards. So I'm going to invest in more camera batteries, so maybe we can go out and record much more detailed pieces and like larger pieces. We'll see how that goes. And I also think I'm going to invest in some clamps because I just used the elastic on the sketchbook to kind of like wrap it around the back of the easel. The back of the easel is really nice as well. It like is rigid enough, like the hinges were rigid enough that it didn't like fall backwards when I tried painting on it. So that was another good thing that I liked about it. And now a message from our sponsor, Squarespace. So I've been using a Squarespace site for the past 4 years, so it's safe to say that I'm a fan of the platform. It's amazing for displaying artwork because they have lots of templates for portfolios. I actually made 3 separate portfolios on mine, and you can actually password protect certain portfolios, which is awesome for if you're a freelancer and need to share images with clients. You can also have a secret password protected shop for things like Patreon, which I'm currently testing out myself for my Patreon. I think that's a really cool option. All the templates have nice and clean designs, so it's pretty foolproof. When customizing, you can click anywhere on the page and drop in a variety of bits and bobs. I really like to take advantage of the buttons. I don't know why. I really like buttons, so I have them kind of everywhere. Another thing that has been really super handy for me with my site is the contact form. It just looks professional and it's usually how people contact me for any side jobs or questions. Overall, I've been really happy the past 4 years with this site. I'm the kind of person that kind of tests different things out, so I'm glad I finally found something that kind of sticks for me. If you're looking to make your own website, you can head to Squarespace for a free trial. And then when you're ready to launch, you can go to squarespace.com/Audra Auclair to save 10% on your first website or domain. And I'd like to say a big thank you to Squarespace for your services and for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the video, shall we? These little paintings are fun though, even if they aren't super detailed. I can tell I still need a lot of practice and patience when I'm painting. I still enjoy how the painting turned out, but I still have the idea in my head that it needs to be more realistic. Now, I've spent some time trying to distinguish whether or not that is a weird perfectionist mentality that I picked up, or if I genuinely want my paintings to be more realistic. I do this a lot to make sure I'm not like falling into my all or nothing thinking trap. I tend to live in that space a lot, and I don't want that kind of thinking to make me not want to go out and paint, because I'd rather go out and paint something that's like messy and like rough than to just like not go out at all because I'm like, it has to be perfect. But after taking some time to ponder on it, I think I want them to be more realistic so I know I can actually capture certain effects, like light on a tin roof or the proper colors to create the effects of what I'm actually seeing with my eyes. Like, I'd say my ultimate goal would be to get good enough that I could paint a rainy scene and have it genuinely feel like you're looking into a window while it's raining outside. Wait, not into a window. Out of a window. Out of a window while it's raining outside. Whenever I think about plein air painting, I always think about shine on a tin roof, because I saw James Gurney painting shine on a tin roof once and I was like, holy crap, that's amazing. I need to be able to do that. And rain paintings look so cool. Like, I am in love with rain. I am obsessed with rain. That's why like I changed my name to mean like be rain related, because I'm just like freaking obsessed with it. If I could figure out how to learn how to create the effect of a rainy day or even a rainy night would be even better, I'd be so stoked. So I'm hoping that I can get to that point. Like, that is my biggest goal. Then I think once I get good at doing those things, then I can add that atmosphere and those effects to my more illustrative, surreal work of like the women that I paint, you know? But overall, we had a really good day. It was crazy hot. We almost gave up because we were both just so exhausted. But I'm glad we kept going. We went and did a couple errands. I grabbed some fabric that is gorgeous. I'm obsessed with it, but I'm gonna wait to use it when I'm a little bit more skilled. And yeah, then we tried to go to another park and it was blocked off because they're doing construction, so we just kept driving around until we found a parking lot, and then we found this cute little space with little ducks everywhere, birds everywhere. It was really nice. Yeah, nobody really stopped to talk to us. There was a guy that walked by and was like, "Have you spotted Bigfoot yet?" or something like that. I had a good chuckle about that. That was a good one. Normally people say like the typical stuff like, "Oh, did you paint that?" or, you know, the stick man thing that I'm not even gonna say because I hate saying it. So I've been thinking about creating shirts that have like the words on the back that say like, "I'm sure you can paint more than a stick man," or something like that, so that when people walk by they'll see that type of thing. But I got that idea from James Gurney's blog, by the way. His blog's great. Seriously, you're gonna want to check it out. I know blogs are kind of like a little bit old school, but there's like a wealth of information on that thing. It's amazing. He's a great guy. But overall, great day. Had some chips, had some juice. It was all good. So overall, I'm kind of a fan of this. By the way, they didn't send this to me. I bought it myself. But yeah, I'm a pretty big fan. I can already tell that this thing will clean up really well. The only thing is I don't think it pops out. I tried to take it out. So I think you'd have to like wipe it down with a cloth or take this over to like a sink and wash it off somehow. This little container that comes with this, that goes in here, for the water, it definitely leaks. As you can see, it leaked on my sketchbook there. But yeah, if you look at the palette itself, you can tell that they've like sanded the palette. The palette rejects water in a way. So mixing on it is interesting, but it worked pretty well. I honestly didn't mind it. And then the paints still look the same as yesterday. Yeah, they're still a little bit wet. They're not like 100% wet, but also I didn't spray these at all with water, so. This thing, I wasn't sure if I should buy it or not, but I actually really liked it. It was super handy having something that I could put my brushes in, and I could just keep like my other paints down there on it. And then I'll show you guys. Here's the finished painting. I'm just trying to experiment, I guess, and do things quickly, so it's not the most amazing painting I've ever done, but it was fun. It was relaxing to just like sit and chill out for a bit. That's kind of the whole point, I guess, is having fun, relaxing. These things here, this is one of the other little paint thingies that you can pop in there. Now, my other little palette thing in there, it fits in here, but this one doesn't for some reason. I mean, I could sand it down inside so that it does, but it is a little frustrating that it doesn't fit. But this right here is like rubber, so it does like kind of seal the palette itself. So that's nice. I like that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. I have to go and ship all the Patreon orders. This month, by the way, I'll post my sticker and postcard for this month, so if anyone is actually interested in getting this sticker or postcard, I'll put the link to Patreon down below, and you can check it out. And thank you so much to everybody for watching this video and just sticking around, supporting. I really appreciate all of you, and I hope you're having a great summer so far. Sending my love and sending good vibes. Take care of yourselves. Bye!